Well, when we look at this, this is interesting because if we take the EL like I showed you in the other video, okay, flight MH370, if you reverse it, it's Elohim. Well, who are the Elohim? Well, in the book of Psalms, it said God standeth. This is interesting. It says that God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth amongst gods. Well, isn't that interesting? Gee whiz. How enlightening that the church forgot to tell us there was more than one. Okay? I have said ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Wasn't that amazing? So now we're going to start getting into what this X is. It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid. When you're dealing with hybrids in the plant world, and I'm sure that's what all this is, you have to designate it as an X. Biblically, it says that the angels were made slightly higher than men, and that they look like men, and they'll live like men, and they'll die like men, but they're not men. If you look at Star Trek and watch Spock would be the equivalent of a slightly higher being than Kirk was. Which is interesting because both of them could be killed. Now Jesus said this himself about the tares. They look like men, they'll live like men, and they'll die like men. But they're still slightly above men. And these are the dudes that are in Hollywood. These are the dudes that are in office. These are the ones that sent people off to die. Jesus said you can't tell by looking at them, but he said he could. So this right here, this big black X, is their logo. And that all goes right back to the whole Phoenician Canaanite worship of El and Saturn and these fallen angels, the ones that the Jews worship. Remember I told you? That's them. So basically what they're saying is pray for the Elohim. The Elohim are neither male nor female because angels and demons are sexless. So there's no jet. This is a dimensional type of a deal with a whole different creation type of a deal. These guys are in trouble. Remember I told you about that ass whooping that was coming? I think this is part of this because it's saying pray for the Elohim. There's something majorly going on here. I mean, some serious shit here. I think that they might be getting ready to have their ass handed to them. I don't know. It's just one guy looking at it. I'm just saying there's some dimensional shit going on here, and somebody's coming looking. Why else would you have to pray for the Elohim? And notice it says, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Well, wasn't it our buddy, one of the ones, the one what likes to sing, baby, tell me why you and I are so in love. Remember that? It says you'll fall like one of the princes. Wasn't it him who said that he was taken to the Dark Prince? Who do you think the Dark Prince is? See, there's this. Like I said, this is not a jet. This has something to do with something on a much greater level. We found pieces shaped as L in orange, and look, orange is the new black. My year in a woman's prison. So we're talking about the broad now, right? Because these guys can play either or. They can go male or female. And so now they're playing the woman part, the destroyer. And maybe the old man's coming down to whoop that ass. I don't know. But I can clearly see something's going on. I knew there was something wrong with that when they kept saying MH370. I was like, why is it MH? It's Elohim. Rambling, I'm not just rambling. Believe me, it's coherent thought. It's just hard to put together for you guys. But, I mean, you're reading it yourself. These guys were created slightly above us. Their logo is the X because it still denotates their connection to Saturn. But because they ain't done what they were supposed to, it sounds to me like they're about to get their ass kicked, and I'm pretty sure Israel is the main culprit on all of this. Pray for them. I ain't praying shit for them. You can. We found L-shaped debris. Who the fuck says that? And it was bright in color. And there just happens, and L is black because it was Phoenician, and now orange is the new black. My year in a women's prison. Come on, man. What are the odds? Give me a fucking break.